All right, so welcome, and I am so excited because this Emerald push call is going to be all about getting you to understand and believe that Emerald is not hard. Emerald is a decision. And what's really exciting about Emerald is that it is literally unlocking your business. For those of you who might be new to coaching, Emerald is so simple, but what happens is that we tend to overthink things and we tend to overcomplicate this business. But Emerald is literally you and two others just like you. So I'm going to break that down, make it really clear and simple to you guys what Emerald is and why it is so important that you do it as soon as possible, and what that's going to do for you, and then what it's also going to do for us as a team in reaching our goals, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. And all right. Okay, so like I said, you guys, Emerald is really, it's a decision. It's literally that. You can be Emerald by morning, and it all comes down to your mindset of whether, how bad you want this, how bad you want to be successful, what your goals are. I know for me, once I finally made that mindset shift of realizing literally what Emerald was, I hit Emerald like that. And I think what is a determining factor is really having that excitement, that sense of urgency of, you're when you the way I think about it is like, okay, when you know you have an exam tomorrow morning and or if you have a project due, or if you have some sort of a deadline, you're going to make that happen. We have this incredible launch coming with MM100. Like, we know that it's coming. So we have this building excitement, and we know, and we can put that out there and share that with others. And that's what's drawing people in. It's the same thing when you are brand spanking new coming into this. When it comes to expanding, getting people started and signed up with you, it's leading with that excitement that you have. Not that you have all the answers, not that you really know, you need to know or how to lead them or anything like that. It's literally just getting them signed up just like you to be on this journey and support you towards your goals. Okay. All right. So what is Emerald? Why is it so amazing? Like I said, Emerald is unlocking your business. It's like the grand opening of your store, of your organization. It creates momentum. All right. It creates momentum because it's going to give you that first win under your belt. It's going to give you that boost. It's going to unlock so many amazing things about this business, but it's going to give you that recognition from me, from your upline. If I'm not your personally sponsored coach, but all across the board, you're going to be shouted out by Beachbody, by myself, by our team for achieving this first goal in your business. Okay. It's going to help not just you unlocking your earning potential, getting you away from just that straight up commission and giving you that first initial rank, but it's going to advance our team forward. It's going to create momentum within our organization. By you hitting Emerald, you are then helping your upline coach advance her business, and then that you're helping her upline coach advance their business, aka our team is, as the tide rises, so do all the ships, right? So as you move your business forward, we together as a team move our organization forward. You're going to get team swag. So like I said, when you hit this rank, Beachbody is going to send you this really cool, card in the mail, and it's going to basically make you feel like $1,000,000 that they send you something for something that you think is so small. And maybe in the grand scheme of things, Emerald is so small, but Emerald is the literal, like, everything is made up of emeralds, right? In this business, every rank is made up of emeralds. So it's actually, you guys, a huge freaking deal. So I want you to get that, emblem or card or whatever you want to call it, and I want you to display it, and I want you to be proud of it, all right? And I want you to let that get you really excited, because if you think that's cool, just wait till you see what they give you when you hit diamond, when you hit star diamond, you know. That's when you start getting those really cool tank tops, and they, you know, start sending you other really cool things, and you get rewarded. I'm getting ahead of myself, but you get rewarded every step of the way, you guys. So the other awesome thing about hitting Emerald, you start getting those customer leads. So when you are an Emerald coach and you are earning, you know, changing 3 lives a month, you're earning Success Club, those people that, you know, are signing up with Beachbody on infomercials or on the internet at 3 a.m. in the morning, not through a coach or anything like that, Beachbody's going to go and they're going to disperse those, reward you for you out there changing lives. They're going to reward you with these customer leads. So basically, it's giving you free potential clients and customers, or, you know, maybe even a potential coach. It's going to give you free volume. All right. So I have actually, a few months this past year, gotten 2 Success Club points because of customers that were given to me through a lead, and then they purchased Shakeology again the second month, and that earned me 2 Success Club points because they decided, you know, I reached out to them, emailed them, and then they became my customer. So that is really freaking amazing, you guys, and like that could be a really big deal, you know, for you, making the difference between you and reaching some, you know, goal that you have, right? So those Success Club leads, the customer leads, and then Success Starter. So like I told you, as you hit Emerald, that's not just, you know, moving your business forward, which you want to do, right? Because you have goals in this business. You want to have financial goals. You have this big vision you're working towards. But it also is, you know, earning Success Starter. So hitting Emerald and, you know, changing 3 lives a month from that point on, from your first month going forward, that earns you the title of Success Starter. So Success Starter is earning Success Club your first 3 months as a coach. Don't worry if you are somebody that's been a coach for a while, a discount coach, but you've never worked the business before. If you start coaching this month and you earn Success Club, if you earn Success Club the next 2 months following that, you still will earn Success Starter. Beachbody basically changed the rules and says whenever someone officially becomes actively working the business, that is their start date, okay? So Success Starter not only will give you a free ticket to Summit, which you guys saw all of our pictures from our first Summit last week that we all attended together. You'll get a free ticket to New Orleans next year, but you also will get like a bonus from Beachbody, and you also will earn our team 25 elite points, okay? That is a huge freaking deal, you guys, because that is literally, you know, every month they come out with the elite rankings of where our team is rated out of 300,000 coaches. And we are pushing to be an elite team. So that means we need to be in the top 200 teams to be called an elite team. So every time we earn elite points, that helps towards our elite ranking. Okay, so you earning Success Starter, again, it's not just helping you, but you are becoming a crucial part of what helps our team become successful. So that is really freaking cool, okay? The team cycle bonus. So this is where we get into the money, right? So before you become an Emerald coach, you are a active coach, aka you purchased your challenge pack. So you have, you know, at least 50 to 90 PV, personal volume or points volume. So that means like your Shakeology and all that is worth volume, right? So you are an active coach. If someone signs up through you, you earn commission just like that, you know, volume, you earn straight up, you know, a percentage of a commission off of that purchase. But that's it. You earn that straight up commission. That's it. And, you know, that's a wonderful, amazing thing. All of us, you know, earn so much of our paycheck comes from commissions, aka lives that we're changing from week to week, you know, we get commission through that. But where you really start to earn the residual income, you guys, the income that's going to change your life, the income that's going to help you pay off debt, that's going to get you to the point where you can leave or go part-time or go per diem, whatever your goal is, whatever you're, you know, working towards, comes from Team Cycle bonus. Okay, so that means when you are an Emerald coach, you unlock that Team Cycle bonus. So no longer are you just getting commission off of the people that sign up underneath you. Now, from every, you know, week to week, from month to month, every time someone cycle, you know, every time you bring on new people or someone's Shakeology ships or performance ships or whatever they order, every time you reach a certain amount of volume between your two legs, your left and right leg, you cycle. And as an Emerald coach, you cycle for $14. As a Ruby coach, you cycle $16. As a Diamond, you cycle $18. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a lot of money. $14 doesn't seem like a lot of money. And you know what? Maybe in the beginning it won't be. But in a month, in 2 months, if you consistently are changing 3 lives, that ends up being a lot of money, right? So, you know, that is going to be what's caught, you know, having you earn, you know, multiple $100s a week or, you know, 4-figure paychecks down the road because of residual income coming from Team Cycle bonus. The people underneath you that are building volume, aka changing lives or continuing to be loyal customers, that's going to give you that residual income. Okay, so your biz is officially open when you hit Emerald. Other than that, unless you are an Emerald coach, you are a discount coach. Okay, and that would be more of like someone that just wants to be like a hobbyish coach. Okay, but Emerald and above, you are actively working this business. Okay, so what exactly is it? All right, so like I said, it's you and 2 underneath you. Now, don't make it complicated, okay? So you are a coach. You signed up with a challenge pack as a coach. So maybe you're like me. I did it just for the discount, right? All I knew is that I was saving money. That is why I initially signed up as a coach. That is all you are doing for the people that you are signing up. So you do not need 2 active coaches that want to work this business to be your first 2 people that you sign up. What you do want, though, is people that want, you know, to save money on their products, people that want to support you. You want that to be one of your controlled business centers, so a spouse or a family member or, you know, whatnot. I'm going to get into that in the next slide. But I want it to be clear that these people do not have to be actively working coaches. They have to literally just be people that want the discount. Okay. So I'm going to get into that, but that's what it means. 1 coach on your left and your right leg. Okay. That is what creates you as an Emerald. So who are going to be your +2, right? So this is what I did, and I'm going to just kind of break it down to you of who these people are. I kind of talked about it, you know, this slide before. You guys, these are like your ride or dies, your best friends, your people that would literally buy dirt from you. All right. Danielle Natoni, top coach. She's amazing. She's like, I don't know, Ashley Molstad, top coach in the company. That is her personally sponsored coach. She calls it your dirt list. All right. So these are the people that literally like would just do this just to support you. If you were selling dirt or you're selling, you know, Girl Scout cookies, they would buy the Girl Scout cookies just because they love you and they want to support you. You know, people that would love a discount. So coworkers, you know, best friends or whatever, people that, you know, have talked to you about wanting to get started with something fitness wise, but maybe they just, you know, they don't want to spend the money, or maybe, you know, their money is an issue. So who are those people that, you know, would maybe love Shakeology, or, you know, would love to do this program MM100 with us, and they would love to do it at a discount? Those are the people who would be a great accountability partner. Again, going back to the people that, you know, or they don't even have to be your best friends. Like, who do you know that like loves fitness, or who already is your accountability partner in some way, shape, or form? ask them, all right? Who would do anything for you. So I'll tell you that the way I created my emerald was my mom and my best friend. Okay. So my mom and my very best friend were my two first coaches. My mom, I literally went to her and I told her, Mom, I know that this is like going to be a big deal. I know I'm meant to do this. This is already like, I'm already feeling like this is everything I've ever needed. And I explained to her my goals that I had for it, with what I wanted to do for my family, for Nate and I, and what I wanted to feel, about my body, about my health, and just sort of shared with her like my heart. And she did it to support me. She was willing to try Shakeology. She wanted to do the workouts. But she really honestly, and I, explained to her like it was going to be helpful for me going down the line with my business, to be successful. And she did it literally to support me. Okay. And to this day, she still is my number one supporter. The other, my best friend, she was hesitant. She was nervous, but she loves me. And she also knew that I wasn't going to lead her astray. She knew that she trusted me, right? So she was willing to give it a try. And I'll tell you straight up, she is no longer an active coach, but she helped me get my business going. She gave me that boost of confidence. She helped me unlock my business. And for that, I'm forever grateful. And she still supports me to this day. It just ended up not being for her. And that's totally fine. You guys, do not have to be your forever people, but they're the people that get you going, that get the ignition. You get the key in the ignition and getting that momentum going. So like I said, all coaches, discount coaches or whatever, receive 25% off on all their products and programs, whether they work the business or not. So I always lead with that discount. Anytime I sign anybody up, I'm always offering them to sign up as a coach, literally for the discount, because you have to think about how you were invited and why did you initially sign up as a coach. I know I did it to save money. So I know people like me are going to want that, they're going to probably stick with this longer, or, stick with this for the long haul if they're saving money in the process. Okay. So I want you to make a list of all your friends and family, your coworkers, etc., everybody. And I want you to ask them if they will invest in themselves and in you. Okay. So those people that will buy dirt from you. All right. That's who I want you talking to. How come my slides never work? Okay, here we go. All right, so going back to what I said about why you should make one of your first coaches your spouse or family member. So I'm going to tell you right now, it is super. I'm just going to tell you flat out, if you want to make money in this business and you really want to make substantial income in this business, it is crucial for you to sign up a family member or a spouse as soon as possible, if not make them your first customers that you sign up. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I did not, thank God I signed up my mom, but I did not get my husband on board soon enough. Flat out, I will say that I was scared to tell him about working this business. I'm pretty certain that I would come up here and do my workout, shut the door, and I didn't even tell him I was coaching for probably a month and a half. And then it finally came out. But at that point, I had already, signed up my mom, realized that Emerald was what I was working for, and that I forget when I saw the call. I was in New Coach University, and I realized that the importance of signing up a spouse and what it meant for your income down the road. But basically what it means, you guys, is like, I'll have to show you my graphical genealogy, but Nate is below, like, I signed up Leah before I signed up my husband. So all that volume that Leah is creating with her team is above my husband. So I'm missing out essentially on all that volume that could have rolled up to my husband's business center that then would roll up to me, aka us, and I'm not earning, that volume's not allowing him to cycle. So that it's not affecting us because it's above him. So the further down you put your spouse, you're missing out on all that money essentially above him. So it's so important that you have your spouse or a family member or both be at the very top of your business centers. Okay, be the first business centers in your organization. Luckily, I have my mom on my other side, and I have her on my weak side. So I did not place them on there. You should put your spouse on your weak leg. And if you don't know what your weak leg is, then I want you to reach out to your upline. I want you to reach out to me if it's me. I want you to ask me because I want to make sure that you sign up your spouse on the correct leg. Okay, but basically, it's so important to do that, you guys, because it just means for that financial security and financial growth down the line. All right. So it's going to help you boost your rank. It's going to give you control over your rank because having your control business center, aka your spouse, and then if you do sign up a family member on the opposite leg, there you go. You have control over creating 2 more emeralds because you control those accounts. That is how I created my diamond. I was able to continue to sign on discount coaches, and then I was able to sign on discount coaches underneath my spouse, my husband or fiance or boyfriend at the time, and then under my mom. So that is huge. To have that kind of control over your organization is so vital, right? For just the strength of your organization, and just to make it rock solid across the board. And then further down the line, you have then control over creating diamonds out of those business centers. So it's going to earn you those additional commissions because, like I said, everything that goes to him is coming to us. So that's giving me, extra income. Everything that goes to my mother, I get, she keeps the money for taxes, and then the rest of it comes to me. So you have to look at it like the business that it is. You have to treat it like that and understand that you are making a smart business decision by signing up your spouse, getting them on board as soon as possible. Pretty much, actually, all successful coaches, you guys, have a family member at the top of their business. I know Melanie Mitro, she openly talks about that her spouse was not supportive in the beginning. And she has, a few videos out there that I've shared with some other members of our team that have also struggled with getting their spouse on board. But if you can't get your spouse on board, you guys, like I said, at least get a parent or somebody that, again, will support you because you want that control. You want to be able to build that control a business center in the beginning, so that way your business isn't all out of your hands. Okay. All right. So how do you invite people to do this? Okay. So you got to think about it, you guys. How were you invited? What did your coach say to you? So this is where we get overcomplicated and we get really scared, and people are like, I don't want to do it, because they overthink how to invite people. You have to think literally. Go back to the message. What did your coach send to you? Why did you respond, right? Was she excited? Was it short and sweet? What vibed with you? So that's how you want to reach out to the people that you are talking to, okay? And again, when you're talking to them, you're sharing what you were excited to do this. You wanted to do this. So share that excitement. Share why you joined, right? So when they give you those, I don't know, is it a pyramid scheme? Or, I don't know, it's a lot of money. Explain to them why you said yes, right? Why did you spend the money? How did you rationalize it? What made you get over the whole myth out there that it's a pyramid scheme? What made you feel comfortable to say yes? What package did you sign up with? You probably signed up with a challenge pack. So then you can explain to them, if you don't want to have the correct, full on verbiage or feel comfortable with how explaining the challenge pack, again, ask your upline. I'm sure that you have examples in your new coach university, your new coach training. Reach out and ask, but literally you're just explaining exactly how you got signed up and why you want to help them get signed up the same way, to save that money, to have everything that they need to be successful. So share that with all those lists of people that you created, right? You can do that right now. You know, you can have that conversation right now if you haven't already with your spouse or with a parent, and ask them for their support. You know, let them know with the urgency and excitement that you're pushing for this really big goal, you know, to help your team to open your business center, and it will mean so much to you. And, you know, tell them all of the things, what it is you're working towards. And I'm sure they're going to support you, okay? And the way that you will do that is you'll do that through Share a Cart. So Share a Cart is where you go to shareacart.teambeachbody.com and you put in your info. You log in like you would in your Coach Online office. You put in their email, their name, and you put, you know, select coach, and you go to the next page. You pick their challenge pack, their Shakeology, their flavor, and you send them the email link. And then I always copy and paste the link over to them in a message. Just because email, sometimes it's not totally foolproof. I don't know why. Ends up over in spam land, but that is literally all you have to do, and they just have to complete it. Okay. So I want you guys to make the decision. I want you to decide, you know, what do you want out of this business, right? How bad do you want this? Like, because Emerald is not hard. Emerald is not hard. Okay. We just overcomplicate it. And you do not need working coaches. You do not need to be an expert to unlock this business, but you do need to be determined. You do need to have, you know, a fire in your belly and excitement, and just literally know that you have goals, and that the only way to reach those goals are to start making these steps into getting outside your comfort zone and go after what it is that you want. Okay. So I'm going to stop my share, and I will show you guys, if you want, the graphical genealogy to help kind of explain that. So let me just log in. And I'll tell you, and I'll show you literally how, you know, I signed up my spouse and why it matters so much. And you know, volume and all of that stuff, you do not need to know any of that right now. You really will start to understand this as you go along. I really didn't start to understand volume until I became a diamond, you guys. But this is where you just have to you have to just trust us as your coaches, that we are trying to literally make you successful, because we are obviously learning from our decisions and choices that we made in this business. And this is the same stuff that I shared with Leah when she first got started, and that is why, you know, she is where she is today. Okay, so this is my genealogy right here. So you can see the people that are exited out or X'd out are canceled. All right, but you see, my mom is the first person on my left leg. Okay, and then this person actually was from my upline coach, my sponsoring coach, placed her underneath me. So if you are in your office and you're looking at your graphical genealogy ever, and you see these people that you don't even know, and you're like, who is that person? And they look like they're underneath you, they are not actually a part of your organization. They are just people being placed down underneath you in your coaches, your upline coaches downline. But this is a benefit to you in a big way, and that is why it's so important about, you know, making sure you've got your spouse in place right underneath you, because me or Leah, whoever your upline coach is going to start placing people. As she signs up people, they're going to drop down, you know, and they're going to drop down in that tier underneath you, and that volume all rolls up to you, and that volume, aka, equals money. So that volume goes into your banks and your legs. It helps your team volume. So that way you are going to cycle more. So this is why it's so important, because you see that Leah is in an inside leg, but above Nate. So this is my husband, okay? And he is on my strong leg. So I was signed up on my coach's right leg, all right? So that is technically my strong leg, but my upline no longer works the business. And then her upline no longer works the business. So I essentially am on a dead leg where I am literally had to start my business from scratch. So I started out that my strong leg was my right leg, and now I've created my left leg is now my strong leg, because I've spent all that time building up my left leg, less time building up my right, because I thought that was my strong leg, and now it's reversed. Again, this is going to make more sense as you go along, but you need to just ask your upline, what is my strong leg, what is my weak leg? You are at an advantage now because you have to, your coach is actively working the business. I am actively working the business, and we are building our organization, and that is going to build up underneath you and help you become, down the line with your income. So it makes a huge difference with the fact that he is out here on the outside leg and Leah is up here above him on an inside leg. So that volume, even from her volume, doesn't roll up to me. This is why it's so important to have your placement set to the outside legs. All right. You always want your coaches to go to the first outside spot available, depending whatever leg that you is your weak or your strong or whatever. Okay. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I'm going to stop my share. I know it's kind of confusing, but basically having my mom here is why I was able to leave my job last year, because I wasn't making nothing hardly out of Nate. Pretty much I only now in the last few months have started to earn income through Nate's business, because he literally was a placeholder. I literally kept him just an active emerald, just so I could have control over an emerald on that right leg as I was working to build up my left leg, aka my mom, because she was on my weak side. Okay. So this is why you want to put your spouse on your weak leg, because you're going to build that volume. You're going to build up your spouse, right? So I built my mom up, and now she has a solid, she's a solid diamond, and I have a solid left leg full of discount coaches because I spent all that time building it up. And now I have tons of volume on that left leg, and that volume is what has allowed me to earn enough income between my business center and then my mom's business center to leave my job, right? And now I'm working towards building up my right leg and my second business center and Nate's business center, so that way I can grow that income even more, to reach our financial goals, right? So I know that's kind of confusing. Hold on, let me see your chat. Okay, so Michelle, I'm going to start my share. So you have 2 customers. You can unmute yourself.
Okay, because I signed up one on my first day, and they, with the challenge pack, and then then today, the second person that I was talking to all week, she finally decided to be so she got the package, but they're not discount coaches. So in order to be Emerald, they have to be. Okay.
Yeah. So that's great. You've earned Success Club points. That's awesome. But they do have to become coaches. So there's 2 ways you can go about this. The people that have signed up, did she already sign up, your second person?
Yes. Is it too late to fix it?
Yeah. But what she can do is she can fill out the become a coach form. So what's going to happen is she's going to it's going to look like she's paying $40 up front, which she is. She's going to have to pay $40. What you make them do is you go to teambeachbody.com and you have them go to the coach tab, and then they have to fill out the become a coach form. Let me see if I can show you. So when they fill it out, it's going to have them, basically pay for the coach membership, which is $40. And then as soon as they fill that out, they can go.
Oh, no.
You can send them the coach reimbursement form because they purchased a challenge pack so that they can get that $40 reimbursed. And I'm pretty sure it happens pretty quickly that they reimburse it. So that's what I would do.
That's what Leah had me do, and it worked out perfectly. It was waived, like that $40 fee was waived within a couple days.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So like this is where you go, Michelle. You go to the Team Beachbody, you'd have them go to coach, and then you'd have them fill out this become a coach. Okay. I'm not signed in, so that way you can see it. But so then you'll want them to make sure they're going to need I believe they just need your name. You're going to want them obviously select you as a coach, which you should probably automatically come up if they fill all this out and have their info. But just in case, they'll just want to put your name in there. They might need your coach ID, so I'd share that with your customer, and just reassure them after they read this part that no, it's going to be waived. And when it comes to the service fee, the $15.95, if they ask you about that, the way I explain that is I explain it like a Prime membership. I always say, like the Prime, I say it's just like a Prime membership, but like Amazon Prime, it covers, expedited shipping, processing, customer service. And even with that $15 that service fee, you're still going to save $24 a month on your Shakeology alone. And then you're also going to get the 25% discount on any other products. Okay. Usually, and like sometimes if they really are hesitant about it, I literally break it down for them, or I'm like, okay, so this, I literally say it like this. Okay, here's the breakdown. Shakeology normally is $137, I think, with shipping a month, minus $97, which is what it is as a coach, plus the $15 service fee, still comes out to roughly like $23, $24. So that's still saving every month. So literally just the visual of showing them, listen, like even with the $15, you're still going to save money. It usually makes them feel, those people that are really, really money sensitive, feel more comfortable. And always letting them know you can cancel it at any time. Okay. That's why I just always feel like it's so much better to just be upfront with people, and give them all that info if they ask for it. All right. If you treat it like it's what I did, it's no big deal. I'm just saving you money. Sometimes just that reassurance is like, I just want to save you money. People are okay. So I would just go back to those people, Michelle, and I'd be like, you could be like, oh, crap. Like I want it. How would I say this? Like, oh crap, like
I just realized like you could get a discount on this, and
yeah, exactly. Just like you would with your girlfriend, like, oh shit, like I forgot to sign you up, like so you could get the discount. Do you want to do the discount? It's just a quick form. They'll reimburse you for the sign up fee. So
I do have it like 5 days or something, doesn't it?
What?
Doesn't it have to be within like 5 days or something since purchasing the challenge pack?
30 days.
30. Okay.
Yeah. So it gives you like that whole 30-day period for them to upgrade as a coach, which is why we always say, we should, people who sign up as customers, about halfway through the month or whatever, at 15 days or halfway since they joined, you always want to follow up with them before their Shako ships out and offer like, did you rethink maybe about getting signed up with that discount? Because I want to make sure when your Shako ships that you get the cheaper price. So that's always like a good like method. Just sort of put that on your calendar, put that on your radar, that to check in. Like if you sign customers at this point, I mean, for most of the time that I've been a coach, everybody signs up as a coach with me, like as a discount coach, because again, that's how I signed up. So I always lead with the discount. And it's helped me a lot, especially with just building, because obviously you need coaches underneath you in order to apply towards your rank.
Well, I do have another question.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, okay, when you sign up your spouse, but he said he would, but he doesn't want to pay for this because he doesn't want the shake. So how does that?
So what I did, same, you guys aren't alone, right? I've been talking to girls all day about this.
He likes them, but he's
because
not every day.
Yeah, totally. I get it. And what I did, because this is the thing, by the time Nate signed up, so I'd been a coach for maybe like a month. I was starting to already buy Energize and stuff, right? So what I did was I signed him up with a 3-day refresh challenge pack, so I could get my hands on the 3-day refresh. And that obviously kept him active for the first month. But then after that, what I started to do, so that was just a 3-day refresh challenge pack. And I might have done it with Shakeology. So I skipped my next month of Shakeology, and I ordered it through him with I ordered the 3-day refresh with Shakeology through him. And then I started ordering Performance Line through my account and keeping him and I did Shakeology through him, or, however
so
you want to do it. Basically just split my product between the two of us.
Okay. So what you're saying is that you would skip your month, but then use his account.
Yeah. Cause I mean, however you want to do it. To waive the coach fee, it should be a challenge pack. So I did 3-day refresh because that's what my coach told me, but also because I kind of wanted to try the refresh. And I just sort of, because I was ordering Shakeology through him, I just switched it around and I started ordering the Performance through me and then the Shakeology through him. So however you want to do it. If you're someone that's working towards to be a 365er, then you might not want to do that because you want to keep it Shakeology active on your account. But yeah, there's other ways you could do it. So or I know Allie, one of our coaches, Allie, is going to order 2B Mindset under her spouse, a nutrition program. You don't have to. You can just sign them up as a coach and pay the $40 and then get 50 PV of something. I just did it that way. There's multiple ways you can do it. As long as you get them signed up as a coach and you have them active with at least 50 PV. So that's 2 boxes of Beach Bars from the cover. I use the detox formula from Ultimate Reset. That's 50 PV. It's a box of little packets of this detox. The performance stack is obviously it's 80 PV or 90 PV for the performance stack. So lots of ways you can do it. Yeah, Beach Bars. Shannon, are you there, Shannon? Are you eating? Are you naked? Where are you?
And
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I got off my phone so I could I was texting Becca to see, I don't know what happened with her order, so but I have you on my computer, but my camera for some reason doesn't work. I'm here.
Okay, good. Yeah, so the spouse thing, you guys, I just want you to know it's just so important to talk about it. It's so important to tell him or tell them what you want out of this thing. Okay? Because men are very much, they want to see the money. They want to see that it's actually financially smart and stable and all that stuff. But on the flip side, they love you. So you're not going to be making buku bucks maybe in the very, very beginning. But if you can sort of explain to them why you're doing it. So for me, Nate is very much a part of my why. Our financial sector, all that is a part of my why. So I had to, express that to him in order to get his support and his buy-in, I guess. But of course, and so the last little bit about that is like at the time, he was my boyfriend, so his account, credit card had to be under the account, not mine. But I could pay the business service fee, I believe. You'll have to let me figure that out. Oh, right, no. He had to be the one for the business service fee, but I could pay for the product. Okay. So like
And you can just
under the account info, $15 a month, they're not really going to care too much about that. So $15, he paid the service fee, but then I covered our Shakeology in the performance line because I already was, right? I already was paying for that anyway. So that's how I did it. So then it really wasn't affecting him, and actually he was using Shakeology with me and all this stuff, and he still does. He's just more like beach bars, and he's not
right. That's what
shakes. Yeah. So that's like how it worked. And same thing like then with my mom. My mom actually was drinking Shakeology, so she was paying for her product. Yeah, so that was how it was for a long time. Now she's lesser with the Shakeology. So I actually purchase my beach bars through her. So I have all my stuff all spread out, but it all like gets mailed to me, so it's fine. But that's just how I do it, and it's all because they just support me, and my mom still works out and does all that stuff. So yeah, she just is not straight up consistent with it enough to have Shakeology every month.
Right.
So I think she still has like a couple months supply still built up. Anyway, so, and they love the beach bars. Again, everyone loves beach bars. My parents love
the beach bars.
Like they want those. She makes sure that I have those. Like that's not enough volume though. So she gets her box of beach bars and then I get my beach bars. So we do 2 boxes. So that's how we do it. Does that make sense? I know it's like a lot, but
yeah, no, I get it. I
good.
just feel like I messed up.
Well, don't feel like that. Now you know, like they need, again, it's just making it a normal part of your inviting process of expressing.
Well, when you say you have to help 3, the goal is to help 3 people a month. Am I still getting like credit of helping those?
Yes, exactly. That's the amazing thing. You're already, if you change 2 lives already, if you help 2 people get signed up, you're already almost a success club. Yeah. So you're doing great with that. You just need to start leading with signing people up with the discount, and if they aren't comfortable with that, then get them signed up as a customer. That's what I would do, right? So like if they absolutely aren't comfortable with that, then you can just sign them up as a customer, but having them as a coach is what's going to work towards your
ranks. Okay.
So tonight, if you signed up your spouse and then you had somebody else, or if your girl wanted to fill out the form, then that would work towards your emerald.
So I just looked at the genealogy report thing, and I have someone under me that I don't know. So that's what you were saying, is that people, but she is part of I've seen her name.
Exactly. So she must be a coach of Leah's that she signed up that is falling underneath you. So that volume that she creates will roll up to you because of where you're placed, but she's not actually a part of your downline.
Okay. And what happens if she's not? It says she's active, so that means she's like.
So good. Yeah, that means that she's actively purchasing product, and she's, that she has volume coming in every month. So yeah, that I want, it's best to, start getting in the habit of looking in your office, but I wouldn't look at the graphical genealogy all the time because
Right, that was my first time.
yeah, because it is more, I look at sponsorship drill down most often because that actually will show you who's literally underneath you, like just your people, right?
Right.
So I would look at sponsorship drill down and instead of graphical genealogy is good in a way when you like are really building, like when you're at least diamond, right? Because then you can really see everything. But for right now, you just have to have your set placements to the outside and start, know what your weak and strong leg are and really start building. Right now, you're going to do like 1 and 1 until you get sort of, 3 and 3 or whatever, get like equal legs. And then you're going to want to start building more on your weak leg. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I have a question about the controlled business center. Is there like something in particular you have to do? Because I have my now husband. So weird to say. So I have Thomas on my weak leg and then my mom on my strong leg. But is there something that I have to do in particular to like have it my controlled business center, or do I just work through like the account that I set up for him?
Exactly. Nope. And we call it your controlled business center, but there's literally nothing like that changes. Just that you literally have his account info and you go in, you're the one working the business for him, right?
Okay. So he would be like written down as somebody's coach though, right? Is that how that would work?
Yes. So what I do and what I say when I sign people up underneath him is I say, all right, here you go. Like, I'm so excited. Like, just so you know, I signed you up under my other business center. So if you see Nate Arner, that's my husband. Don't worry though, I'm still your coach. Like that's
okay.
Yeah. Like, or even with my mom, like, so I say I signed you up under one of my my other business center. It's gonna say Kelly Fernier, but don't worry, that's my mom. Like, I'm still your coach. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. And they usually have no problem.
Okay.
So I would say, like, I wouldn't put, like, people who, if you do think, and this is the thing, you don't know who might want to work the business down the line. Because I have, like, 2 working coaches underneath my mom. So that kind of sucks, but it's great, because it makes her a solid diamond and it will help us, like, because as that business center advances, that helps towards our elite ranking and all that stuff. It's fine. It's great. But if you do have think someone might make a great coach, or if you think like they've expressed interest in coaching, I would not have those be the people that you sign up under your spouse or your, controlled business centers. You want really just discount coaches underneath them.
Okay.
For the most part. At least right now. Because when you start trying to build them to diamond, obviously you're going to need people that want to work at least to like emerald or be, whatever. But right now, just stick with discount coaches. Okay. Yay! I feel like this is good. It's so overwhelming, I know, but it's just not that hard as we think it is. It's just sort of like, oh, okay. It's just like a lot of information. And obviously as you go along and you're actively doing it, these are the things that you shoot, Leah message, me a message, and you just like clarify and you just ask whatever questions are going through your head, because like I said, we want you to be set up for success down the line. And that's why, have those conversations now, those tough conversations now with your spouse, if they are someone that's, on a little bit more difficult, because it's going to matter later, and it is what it is. It just really sucks to know that I missed out. I've been missing out on all that extra income, but you guys are obviously set up for success with having, Leah as your upline. Like, she is building a rock solid organization. So you have volume in your team. And she's, you know, building that essentially for you. So I would just clarify with her what your, if you don't already know what your weak and your strong leg is, because then that will just help you going forward.
It's pretty much wherever like she's placing coaches under is your strong leg, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And so you'll see if you start paying attention, like checking your volume as you go, you'll see that strong leg building and building and building because you're now contributing to it too. So you'll see like as she grows, your strong leg volume is going to grow, and then your job is to build up your weak leg volume because then you're going to be able to cycle more between the two, right? Because
Okay.
you need 2 and 1,
Mm-hmm.
and 200, 100, 200, 100. And each time that happens, you get that cycle, that $14. So it adds up. And so that's why it's so, so important. Okay. All right, guys. Any other questions?
I don't think so right now.
Okay. I'm
Thank you,
so happy
Amy.
you guys have done. Of course. Yay. I'm so glad you guys have done.
I
And
just have one question, but it just has to do specifically just with one of my customers. So I mean, if they want to hear it, but Becca purchased Morning Meltdown, but she purchased like a box of Shakeology and then the Access Digital one only. But like it doesn't show up anywhere underneath my stuff. I can't see that she purchased anything.
I saw it under her earlier.
Okay. Would she be like under you now because I've been inactive for so long?
No. But I
Okay.
did see, I went under you in my sponsorship drill down and I saw she's at like 90 PV now. So
does that count towards me as like one of my 3 people?
she's active. So you have an active person on your left leg right now. Yeah.
Okay. So for me to become Emerald again, I need one more.
Yeah, because Milka only has 38 PV, and I believe I checked, and that came from just her. Every time your guys' is bod, if someone has bod for a year, every time that cycles that 1 year time, it gives 38 PV. So that's where the 38 PV came from, because I think both her and Becca cycled this month for that. And
Okay. So now if I just go on tonight and sign up Zach as a discount coach, I can be Emerald again.
yes.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to do.
Complete it by midnight. You will be Emerald in the morning. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to go decide what I'm going to purchase for me through him. Like what you just said, if I want to try the 3-day refresher, whatever. But I'm going to get him signed back up because I want to go to retreat.
Yay!
Yeah. So, but I just wanted to
I'm
make sure
so
because I don't
excited.
understand why I cannot see Becca's stuff. I don't know. The last thing I can see that was purchased was personal stuff, which was me just buying like my Energize and my Hydrate and everything. I don't see anything from her.
Let
But I
me
had her send me. I had her
stop
send me
recording.
the